First one's always nerve-wracking. Get very nervous. The butterflies going on. Do I look nervous? Hey all, welcome back to SLB Basement Bourbon Bar. I am Kurt Ludington, your resident host and bartender. Today I'm going to mix up for you the SLB Standard Old Fashioned. Out of much work and much consternation, we finally came to the conclusion of this simple recipe for the SLB Standard Old Fashioned. Very few ingredients go in an Old Fashioned, as you all know, but it's very difficult to get the ratios just where you want them. And put a lot of work into this, so I'm going to show you what we do here for the Standard Old Fashioned, and hopefully you can try it at home and you will like it as much as I do. Before we start, do us a favor if you would please and hit that subscribe button. Once you've done that, hit that notification bell. That way you won't miss a single episode of the show. Also, do us a huge favor, leave us a comment below. To get started on the SLB Standard Old Fashioned, this is the one that's on the menu. This is the basic SLB Old Fashioned. I'm going to start out with 2 dashes orange bitters. Follow that up with another 2 dashes of angostura bitters. Now, right here I have Demerara syrup. This particular syrup is a 2-to-1 ratio. Very simple. I mixed up 2 cups of Demerara sugar with 1 cup of water, simmered it over the stove until the sugar was completely dissolved, let it cool, bing bada boom. Demerara syrup, 2-to-1 ratio. Here's the tricky part. Too much syrup tends to make the Old Fashioned too sweet. Too less of the syrup makes the Old Fashioned too strong. What I've came up with is 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon, but 2-to-1 ratio makes a big difference. 2-to-1 ratio, 1 teaspoon. The whiskey chosen for the SLB Old Fashioned is a Wild Turkey 101 rye. Now, I know it's a little different. We could have used a bourbon. I wanted to use a rye whiskey because I thought that the rye flavors would mix well with the Demerara syrup, so that would sweeten it up a bit. This particular Wild Turkey 101 is not expensive. That's another good thing. It is a high rye mash bill whiskey, which I particularly enjoy. So it has a lot of rye flavors in it, and it seems to go exceptionally well in this particular Old Fashioned. So we're going to go ahead and pour 2 full ounces. 2 full ounces of Wild Turkey 101 rye. And that's it. Just going to get a little ice in the mixing glass and give it a stir. Now we're going to mix this. We're going to stir this until the bottom of the glass gets a little frosty and cold. That should do it. I already have a single rocks glass ready to go with a hand cut clear ice cube. We'll give it a pour. Perfect pour. Have an orange peel for a garnish. Now remember, we're going to express that oils over the glass. You always want to just give a little bit of a rub around the rim of the glass, and that'll give that orange essence when you take a sip. And that's it. That's the standard SLB Old Fashioned. That's so good. That rye whiskey has enough punch. Of course, it's 101 proof. It's got enough punch in the proof, and that rye mash bill stands up to that Demerara syrup exceptionally well, and you got a little bit of the bitters on the back end. The angostura and the orange bitters just makes up for a perfect Old Fashioned. Thank you for watching today. I hope you try it at home. I'm sure you'll be pleased just as I was. You can follow us on Facebook at SLB Basement Bourbon Bar. You can also catch us on Instagram at SLB Drinks. But as always, we ask you to please drink responsibly. See ya.